You're driving on a road with your favorite music playing, and you look to your right on the passenger seat, and you see a QT bag full of your favorite snacks and your go-to energy drinks, and the GPS blaring on the back every few minutes, letting you know that you're on the right path to a city you never been to, full of people you never seen, with experiences you never felt. Today I will be sharing why traveling to Colorado Springs by myself was one of the most interesting things I've done. The reason why it was interesting for me to travel to Colorado was because I'll be going there by myself, 675 miles away, and I didn't know anyone there. The reason why it was a little nerve-wracking for me was because it was my first time planning my own trip out of state. Normally when I take a trip, it would be with my family, whether to Ventura, California or San Antonio, Texas. Normally I would just ask when we were leaving and just be worry-free. But now when I was in charge of planning my own trip, I had to pick the date and location and find a place to stay. So I had to ask for a friend for advice on how to use Airbnb. So again, Colorado Springs from Tulsa, Oklahoma was 675 miles away, which is about 9.5 hours of drive time. It being so far away was one of the reasons why I had trouble convincing myself to go out there. But once I got comfortable and had a few sips from my favorite energy drink, it was a blissful experience. The only trouble I really had was keeping myself entertained for 9.5 hours, which got a little difficult after driving past a lot of corn stalks in Kansas. That and the time I thought I took a wrong turn because the smooth asphalt road turned into a bumpy gravel road and I lost cell phone signal, and all I can see was the big rolling hills and a huge trail of dust riding behind my vehicle. And if you've seen the movie The Hills Have Eyes, you would know why I started to get a little nervous. After all this, the part that made me the most nervous and excited was the thought of being in a city where I didn't know anyone or anything. Now that I made it to the beautiful city of Colorado Springs, I was ready to meet the city, but I didn't know where to start. Luckily for me, the hosts for my Airbnb left a binder full of activities and restaurants to visit while on my stay. In conclusion, traveling by myself and making that long drive, knowing that once I got there I wouldn't know a single person, was one of my most interesting experiences I have done, but also the most enlightening trips I have taken, and I'm happy to say that I did it. Like the Hockey Hall of Famer Wayne Gutierrez once said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take."